This is Santiago Bernabeu, Real Madrid Stadium. And this is Estadio Olímpic Louis, the current stadium of FC Barcelona.
We all know that Real Madrid and FC Barcelona are the biggest rivals in football. However, I won't be watching them play against each other. Instead, I will be comparing their experiences. Even now, people still debate about which club is the best. So, to settle it, we will rate 6 key aspects, giving each a score from 1 to 5 stars. At the end, we will total up the ratings to see which experience comes out on top.
Let's start here at Real Madrid, one of the most beautiful stadiums I have ever seen in person, with over than 81,000 people that can fit in the stadium.
But before we enter the stadium,
I want to meet some players. So I'm here at the training complex of Real Madrid to catch some players. Let's see how many players we can meet. I think it will be difficult. It's now 10 a.m. I have seen some cars going inside, but I think it were staff members. And we just heard from some security guards that the training is at 4 p.m. But I don't know if I can believe that.
And then it was time to wait and wait. It felt like forever. So many cars passed by, but not a single one had someone I recognized inside.
I thought I knew him. But it's now 12 p.m. In like 3 hours there's a press conference and then they have a training. So I think we have to wait 2 more hours?
You have to imagine, I had been waiting here for so long. I was just about to give up and leave. But then, there he was. The head coach of Real Madrid, Ancelotti. But would he stop for a picture with me?
Oh, hij zegt nee.
Nope. He just drove right past me.
We are cooked. We got a little problem. Look at what the security is doing. We can't meet anyone. We are waiting almost 5 hours for nothing.
And it was indeed all for nothing. The players just drove right past us. They didn't stop for autographs or pictures. We had been there waiting since 9 a.m. in the morning. And in the end, we went home with nothing. And Mbappé, nowhere to be seen. And now it's time to go to the match.
What is happening here? We can't stay here. We have to walk to the other side of the stadium. Everybody is getting pushed back.
Because the police made us leave the area near the stadium, we had to walk all the way around just to get to our entrance.
Now it's time to enter the stadium. As you can see, there are 2 different lines. One is very busy with a lot of people, but we have a special entrance named the Champions Club.
Then we were told which line to wait in so we could head up to the 4th floor.
And now it's time to get inside. We just waited for only 2 minutes. I'm so hyped for my seats because we have access to the Champions Club.
The Champions Club. Before entering, we had to show another ticket. This time a special one that gave us access to the Champions Club. Then it was finally time to head inside. We showed our VIP ticket one last time, got our wristband and immediately received a free welcome drink. It already felt so exclusive. As we walked in, the Champions League team was everywhere. Inside you could grab free food and drinks at multiple spots. And they even had fun giveaways where you could win prizes like a signed ball. And then out of nowhere, I spotted it. A replica of the Champions League trophy.
And now it's time to see the pitch of Santiago Bernabeu. Bro, I think this is the most beautiful stadium I have ever been. Santiago Bernabeu. Just look and just enjoy.
And now it's time to go pitchside access, so we can see all the players warming up from really close.
We got a pass and now we're walking behind the goal. And I'm not alone, I'm also with
the building, you already know.
We're gonna enjoy the game. What's your prediction?
3-1.
3-1 Real Madrid.
Just because Dortmund will score.
I can't wait to see all the players. Bellingham, Mbappé, Vinicius. This is so crazy.
And then it was time. The referees came onto the field and started their warm-up. Goalkeeper Courtois was already warming up with shots coming his way. And then the moment everyone was waiting for. The Real Madrid team walked onto the pitch and the crowd went wild.
The players are so close next to me. Bro, it's only 10 meters. Look at this. And these are the kids who will walk out with the players on the field. And now we have to leave the pitchside access to go back to our seats.
And then it was time. The match between Real Madrid and Borussia Dortmund was about to begin.
I'm literally in the middle of the pitch. Look at this. I'm literally in the middle.
Real Madrid started off strong, with Mbappé almost finding the back of the net early on.
The first chance for Mbappé. Look at how close we are sitting next to the TV cameras.
The atmosphere in the stadium was incredible. Both the Madrid fans and the Dortmund fans brought so much energy, but then things went quiet for Real Madrid. Because Yamal scored!
Dortmund just scored 1-0 against Real Madrid and everyone who is sitting here is quiet.
And then Dortmund scored another goal.
No way! Borussia Dortmund scored 2-0 and we just 30 minutes. What is happening here? How is it possible? Oh, what? It wasn't a goal. I thought it was a goal. What is happening here? What is happening here?
What an intense first half. Now it's time to relax in the Champions Club. And it's also time to review our seats.
And now let's talk about the seats. I think they look pretty decent. Only the leg room is not that much. But I can't complain. I have the best view in the entire stadium. The Real Madrid squad are waiting for the Dortmund squad to be back. They look mad, the Real Madrid players. They have to make some goals and the Dortmund squad is just taking their time.
And then the second half kicked off. Madrid came out strong right away. They were desperate to score. After several chances, they finally found the back of the net. And Real Madrid didn't stop there. They scored again. Oh no, it was offside.
No way, offside.
Oh wait, it actually counted as a goal.
2-2, let's go.
After that goal, Real Madrid completely dominated the game and made a comeback nobody expected.
What a goal! Lucas Vázquez, what a comeback for Real Madrid. Wow! Vinicius, what a player!
And the match is over, but let's ask my fellow YouTuber Jelani what he thought about the game.
I'm speechless. Real Madrid 2-0 down and then they win 5-2.
They scored 5 goals in 45 minutes. People are saying Vini doesn't deserve the Ballon d'Or. What's your opinion?
Tell them to watch this game back. That's it.
Bro, of course. But now it's time to go to Barcelona. Let's go. And now it's time to get in the train on our way to Barcelona. Let's go. And it's crazy that I'm wearing Real Madrid, that I'm a Real Madrid fan, so I don't care. I have arrived at the Barca stadium and look at this. This is crazy. What? Wow! And now it's time to enter the stadium. We all know that Camp Nou is now rebuilding, but we have another stadium, the Estadio Olympic Louis. So let's go to the first entrance. And I've already one thing to say. This line looks a little bit shorter than at the Real Madrid stadium.
And then it was time to get in line, but checking the tickets took less than 10 seconds. And after a quick security check, we were good to go.
And now we are done with the security control. It's time to go to our seats.
But these aren't just any seats. We actually had access to the UEFA Champions Club again. The only problem, we could not find the entrance anywhere. But that's when we realized that the hospitality area of this stadium
It's not inside the stadium, but outside the stadium. So I have to skip drinks and some food, and I have to go to my seat directly.
Since Barcelona's hospitality area isn't even in the stadium, the point for hospitality goes to Real Madrid's Champions Club.
And now it's time to see the stadium for the first time. I know it's not the Camp Nou, but I like the stadium. It's an Olympic stadium.
But I still have to give Real Madrid a point for their stadium and their view. The Santiago Bernabeu is just on another level compared to this temporary stadium of Barca. And today, FC Barcelona is up against Bayern Munich. This is going to be intense, as Barcelona hasn't beaten Bayern since 2015, a streak lasting 9 years. So, let's dive straight into the game.
And the game has just started. Let's go Barcelona against Bayern Munich.
And Barcelona wasted no time, finding the back of the net just 1 minute into the match.
Hey, golazo! Hey, Raphina made a goal. 1-0 against Bayern Munich in the second minute.
But Bayern Munich didn't back down. They came right back with an attack, and then this happened.
Harry Kane scored 1-1.
Nah, it was offside.
The goal is disallowed.
But they managed to score immediately after.
This one is not offside. Harry Kane again with a goal, and this goal is allowed.
The game was close between Bayern and Barcelona, but then Lewandowski scored to put Barca ahead.
Lewandowski, 2-1.
atmosphere was already amazing, but it got even better when Raphina scored an incredible goal.
What a goal! What a goal! 45 minutes, 3-1!
The first half is over, so let's talk about the seats. Even though Real Madrid's seats were more comfortable, the legroom was really bad. So Barca earns a star here because you could really stretch out and relax. But it didn't stop there. Lamine Yamal delivered a stunning pass to Raphina, who finished it beautiful.
What a goal! And what an assist from Lamine Yamal!
And then it became clear, Barca deserves a star for the atmosphere. The way their fans arrive at the stadium, celebrate goals and support the team throughout the entire match was more than enough for me. But I have to be honest, the Barca fans aren't exactly the nicest. Just look at what they did when the Bayern Munich players were taken off the field. And then, not much else happened. Barca controlled the game and secured a 4-1 victory. When the match was over, there was only one thing left to decide. I need to give a star for the game. To be honest, it's a tough choice. Real Madrid came back from 0-2 to win 5-2, while Barca finally beat Bayern after 9 years with an impressive 4-1 victory. So, I think it's only fair to let you decide in the comments.
If you are new, please subscribe on the channel because I see a lot of people are non-subscribers. Please support me, subscribe, like and leave a comment. See you later. Ciao, ciao.